There's National Citizen Alliance here, live at the Moncton Freedom Rally in front of City Hall, Moncton, New Brunswick. Let us know what you think. Please leave your thoughts, comments. Listen to the video.
Professionally for this. I've led all types of things from the 70s when I was in college.
Again, it's National Citizens Alliance.
Keep that.
Here, live here at the Moncton Freedom Rally in front of City Hall, Moncton, New Brunswick. Today is January 10, 2021.
Doctors who wrote books of cases, okay? There's a list.
Maybe you can do an interview at the end.
Yeah, after I do, after.
I don't know how you've got your protocol set up, so I'm just sort of dropped in out of the blue.
Okay.
Well, we're going to have a few people speaking.
Right.
And we have...
I can meet up with you anywhere, anytime, and to do an interview, and then I can post the interview on your webpage, on the Moncton.
This here is just information, the latest of Pfizer victims.
Oh,
and,
yes, okay.
Sickness that they've caused, and each one of these has a site with Pfizer around the world. The people that have had to drop off of work because of severe sickness, 2 weeks off of work, headaches, nausea. Like
Yes.
Pfizer are an ex-Nazi company. I don't know if you know a lot about it. You probably do.
Not
if you're
too
out
much.
here doing this. Anyway, Pfizer have killed more people in the last 50 years with their medicine than the Vietnam War combined.
Wow.
Okay? Lilly was sued for putting out all types of opioids under the criminal code.
Okay.
Criminal code.
Yes.
Not just the regular code.
Okay.
And they were sued in the billions.
Okay.
And that was for opioid. And they were brought up to the Supreme Justice and charged. But they're all still in business. So that's a problem that we have.
Okay.
And what I think for dynamite for your things, you should have a picture of each of these books. They're written by doctors, virologists, epidemiologists, investigative journalists, investigative researchers who have searched this shit out. I've read 13 books to date on this subject. And I knew when it came out, I smelt it because I knew Bill Gates had bought shares a year before this virus came out.
Yes.
This whole thing is New World Order. There's a lot. And everything you say is true. And there's a lot more you can add. And to convince your public, she agrees too. The public, it's nice to have doctors' books on the front of each of your pages, those.
Okay.
So if you have, credible authors and doctors who've wrote on it, when they look at that, suddenly they see an association to go with
like as a reference. Yeah.
So they just think you're not airing it off the top of our heads like it's just something we made up.
Good,
we, we just don't like vaccines. There's a lot more to it, and that's very detailed. It's quite complex.
Do you have like a website, or are you on?
No, I don't have a website actually. I have a Keating's, but I don't put anything for the business through that.
Oh, okay.
As you could well imagine, that can cause conflict.
Yes.
And I don't deny other people's beliefs or rights if they want to.
Yes.
But what we should be doing is, this is a warning.
Right.
What we're trying to do is get people to reason, to look objectively and subjectively at what's going on here.
Okay. Now, for people, if they wanted to do some of their own research, can you give just a very brief example of where? Okay.
What I'd like to do is take your email down.
Sure.
And then I can send
my personal email or
whoever
any one of us. Okay.
Email.
Sure.
And what I'll do is email the books.
Okay.
And the references, and then from there you can combine them.
Okay.
And everyone has a chance that way to look at the information.
Okay.
You can either buy the books or do a search or a Kindle.
Sure.
Or whatever is required that way.
That'd be great if somebody could write this gentleman's email down. I don't have a pen or paper with me right now, but if somebody writes your email address down, and then we can distribute your
business cards.
We'll distribute your email around. Yeah. Okay. That's great, helpful information. Very important too. Yes.
Well, you want professionals on your side. You want doctors on your side.
Yes. Yeah. I know. I've been
epidemiologists with you. You want people that are highly educated in their
Right.
fields agreeing with you.
Right. There's a
Simple as that.
website that meant.
Email. What's your first name?
I'm Steve Vassar. I own Keating's Tobacco down the street.
Oh, I love
Okay.
the music.
Kitty.
Thank you. I'm not far away.
So your email?
Email is Groucho, Groucho, Groucho4321 at hotmail.com. And the other one is the business one, but this one is where I do any type of political activity, shall we put it?
Okay, perfect.
Excellent. Yes. Yeah.
So I'd like send me an email
Yeah, for sure.
of your forte and what you've come up with so far. And what I'll do in return is send the information that I have, the books, the authors, the references. And what I'd like to do is get some wood, sort of like you have there, and take each of the books or two books with the authors and have them superimposed on that. That way when you're going by, they're looking, who's that? And if they ask, it's a doctor, and you can refer to actual professionals in the field that are saying this is a load of shit.
Right.
To put
Okay,
it,
that's a good idea. Yeah.
Put
The bluntly,
any
but
polish on my
you're putting it bluntly.
vocabulary.
Yes. Yeah. No, that's great.
No,
Great
I don't
news.
have
Thank
time
you.
for beating around the bush with nonsense.
That's
This is
great.
dangerous.
My name is Adrian, by the way.
Pleased to meet you.
Okay, and you're Vassar.
Steve Vassar.
Steve Vassar. Very nice. Okay,
I've
nice to
been a
meet you.
political advocate since I
Yeah.
could walk, I think. I'm not sure when I stopped.
Well, we
But I
appreciate
never did.
you stopping by.
Yeah, well,
very much so. Yeah.
The point is, I'd like to see you armed.
Okay,
More,
and
the
I'll
more army you have, the better.
if you're okay with this, I will post this video on our homepage, National Citizens Alliance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've heard them.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
it's
Okay,
not new to
and sorry.
I have a number of writers that have wrote me from it.
Oh, good stuff. Yes, yes.
So I'm in contact with quite a few people.
Okay, excellent. We always just want to make sure we get people's permission first
Oh yeah,
before we.
the government knows me well. Trust me. I
Okay.
wrote them more letters than the King James Bible has pages.
Okay.
Anyway,
Excellent.
you have to
excellent.
fight. It's a constant battle.
It is.
And
It
this
is.
is
Yeah.
a battle right now, my friend.
It is. There's no doubt.
is a
Yeah,
battle.
we're right now fighting for our lives.
Well, you're fighting for
essentially.
your future
Our
of
freedom.
your children.
Yeah.
I mean, we're guinea pigs for the pharmaceutical industry. We have been for the last 150 years.
Yes.
Ever since they got rid of holistic medicine back in the 30s and 40s and bought in the radiation treatment, cutting people open and slicing them instead of using what nature had intended us to help us,
Yes.
they call them the quacks. So what went on in reverse was it was jobs for medical people and doctors to go through the universities that actually didn't teach healing or curing. What they taught is conductive medicine. And all
Okay.
that medicine does basically is keep you sick.
Okay.
And it's designed to keep you sick. So the food industry is poison. They sell you the garbage from Kellogg's, Welch's, and the rest of them with the Monsanto, the sprays, the pesticides, the herbicides. The pharmaceutical industry gives you the medicines which don't work to counter the garbage in them. They're all affiliated, these people. I've done a lot of research.
Yeah, sounds like you have, definitely.
Food
Yeah.
and pharmaceutical are hand in hand together.
Yes,
And then,
yes.
of course, we have Wall Street. That's a separate area.
Well, I would love to. I really want to keep in touch with you.
Yeah.
I got your email address now, and we'll communicate further,
Yeah.
and we can get further into it. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Steve. Yeah,
Thanks for taking time. We're going to have to get a lot of people woke up.
educated. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm going to take an awakening.
Thank you very
I'll
much.
leave this be for now. On to the next, but what I'm going to try and do is get some of these
Okay.
made up for you with the authors.
Okay.
Because if you have 12 authors on sticks, and suddenly they have to read it with a .com or whatever information you need to relay them, now they can read someone else's point of view other than the government's.
Yep,
which is
exactly.
imperative.
Very good. Very good.
Alrighty.
Great idea.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, take care, guys. We'll be in touch by
Thank you.
next week. I want to get some of that organized.
Nice to meet you. Yes.
Alrighty.
Okay. You can hear me well?
I don't know. I don't think I.
Can you hear me well?
You go.
Okay, so let's get started. Welcome everybody again to the Moncton rally. Just a reminder, you're not hearing me good?
It's going in and out.
How's that?
It's good there.
Is that better?
Oh, it's
Okay.
wireless, is it?
Wireless,
That's
yeah.
why. Okay.
So here at the Moncton Freedom Rally, we stand for medical freedom, transparent science, small businesses, honest journalism, body autonomy. We want to raise awareness to the harm of the lockdowns, the harm to the economy, to the business owners, and to the people out there that have lost their jobs or their human rights that have been infringed because they can't go anywhere because of these lockdowns. Also, we are not here to protest about masks because we're not anti-maskers. We're pro-choice movement, and everyone is welcome here. We want to keep it no swearing, no name calling, and no confrontational type attacks on anybody. We're all here uniting together, fighting for the same cause. And we're going to start with our first speaker, Roger. He has a lot to say. So here we go.
Yeah, I guess you have to be a little bit close to the speaker, or it cuts in and out.
I speak loud enough. I'm sure I don't need much of a mic anyway. I'm not a politician. I'm not a scientist. I'm just an average guy. I'm just a mechanic. I'm a contractor. I'm a person who's tired. I've seen this a long time ago coming, and I called upon it months ago, and I said this was wrong. And the past few weeks, the level of hypocrisy that I've witnessed in the past few weeks has grown incredibly. It's tearing us apart. It's tearing me apart. It has left me no choice but to speak out and to call it out. If we don't fight back, the level of hypocrisy is going to destroy every one of us. They're going to come after us, no matter for whatever reason. It will not matter. They're going to come after us. Okay? And that's what I want to speak about. I want to speak about hypocrisy. The hypocrisy of these people that are coming after us, that are lying and attacking us. And I've been attacked, and most of you have been attacked, okay? And it's time. It's time that we stand up for our kids, for our grandkids, for the future, okay? This is what we are here for today. We're not here because we want to be awarded anything. We're here for the kids, for my grandkids, for your grandkids. When I get mad, I don't get mad because I have children that I look at. I have grandchildren that I look at, okay? There's nothing better in the world for me to go to my son's house and then to have my grandchildren look out the window and say, Papa Chase is here. There's nothing warmer in the world than that. Nothing. And I'm not a scientist, and I'm just angry. You understand me? I am angry. I'm going to tell you a story, and this is a true story. It involves the CBC, it involves RCMP officers, and it speaks of hypocrisy, of who they are, what they are, and if we don't fight them. Okay? My name is Roger Chason, also known as Chase. I've lived most of my life in Ontario. I have kids, I have grandkids. I have a life in Ontario, and I have a life here in New Brunswick. A few years ago, I'm going to mention names because they took it upon themselves to go to the CBC, these people, okay? So I'm going to mention their name because they took it upon themselves to go there and divulge their names. This is a story of, maybe you know them, and I don't care. Cheryl Smith and Debbie Carlton, okay? Debbie Carlton and Cheryl Smith, I am calling you out. I am calling you out for the liars that you are, for the hypocrites that you are. I'm calling you out. You took it upon yourself to attack me, to demonize me, to ridicule me as a contractor. I did not attack you. I was not the bully in your house. You were the aggressor, you were the bully, and you confronted me. 2 weeks ago, I'm listening to the CBC radio, 7:30 in the morning on a Tuesday morning before Christmas, December 22nd. I'm having my morning coffee and I'm listening to the CBC. I love listening to the CBC. I love listening to CNN, MSNBC, all the fake media. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love to listen to their lies. I can catch it. You know why I can catch it? Because I listen. And when I listen, and I'm sitting there this Tuesday morning, I'm having my coffee, and I hear this voice on the radio, on the CBC, here in Moncton, our local station in Moncton. And I hear this voice. It's like a witch. It's like a demon. And I said, I know that voice. I know. Where have I heard this person before? And she's asking for sympathy. She's asking for empathy. And she's asking for love. Oh, she's on the radio. It's got to be true. But wait, I know that voice. Debbie Carlton. Then they said her name, Debbie Carlton. And then her partner gets on, her sister. Because that's what they told me. Oh, they're sisters. Oh, we're sisters. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. They're liars, they're fraudsters, and they're evil witches, and they are hypocrites. And I call them out. I call the CBC out, and I call the RCMPs out. You know what? Debbie Carlton is an RCMP officer. My jaw is, by that time, my jaw is hitting the floor at 7:30 in the morning. I'm listening. I said, what in the hell is she? What is this story? I fought these women. I took them to court here in Moncton. There is a judge. There is a court case. There are a court number. You know what the sad part is? I came back from Ontario a month ago, and I was quarantined in my house, and I found those documents. I found the court cases, and I threw them all out thinking that I would be done with them. If only I would have known. I should have known. Evil doesn't go away. You try to fight them, and if you don't fight them, it comes back. Debbie Carlton and Cheryl Smith were on the CBC Tuesday morning at 7:30 pleading for empathy and love. There is no love from these people, okay? I took them to court because they tried to demonize me for what I wasn't. And I won. We went to court. But this is where the rule of law does. It only applies to certain people, you see, because if you're nice and you're pretty and you're not a bald-headed guy and you're not a contractor and you know you're loud, we're not going to listen to you. The judge said, no, Roger, don't go there. Don't go there, Roger, in the courthouse. But you know what? The judge ruled. The judge listened to my case and the judge listened to their case. And then he ruled. Okay, Cheryl Smith, you must pay this amount. I said, okay, we're done. We had a disagreement. I took it to court. We followed the rule of law. You know what a police officer says to the court of law? And I hate to use vulgar language, and we're not supposed to use vulgar language, but this is what RCMP officer Debbie Carlton said to me when I said, we had a disagreement. The judge ruled. You said your story. I said my story. Now let's respect the court of law for our democracy, for our children. I said, pay what you owe me. She said, quote, F you and F the judge. This is our RCMP officer, Debbie Carlton, and her partner, Cheryl Smith. I call you. If I'm lying today, come and get me. Come and get me. And if we're going to have RCMP officers from Halifax, or no matter where, go on the CBC radio and ask for empathy and sympathy and love from the people of New Brunswick, you better have a damn good reason to be calling it out. Because I am tired. I am tired of lies. I am tired of these people coming out and they're going to rip us apart. They're ripping families apart. They're ripping lives apart. I am tired. I'm tired of this. RCMP officer Debbie Carleton, you suffered a lot. You needed a dog. She needed a dog because she suffered a lot. She's a poor little old woman. Oh, we need sympathy. They were on the radio. They were calling for the people of New Brunswick and Nova Scotia. Please, please. We need sympathy. We need empathy. Look at us. Bullshit. Bullshit. I took them to court. Debbie Carleton sexually remarked, attacked me, told me things that, battery's dead. It doesn't matter. I know what happened. Okay? I know the lies.
Hold it low.
Hold it low. Okay. If I'm lying, if this is not true, okay? I challenge the RCMP of Halifax to investigate Debbie Carleton, which is probably still being paid by you, through your tax dollars, through my tax dollars. This woman is probably still being paid probably a hefty wage. She wasn't just a constable. No. Debbie Carleton went on the CBC and she told the people of New Brunswick who she was. A detective that investigates, what's the humans?
Human relation?
God, I wish I...
Human rights or no?
Trafficking, sexual,
okay.
like not human trafficking.
Human
Trafficking and sexual abuse and not your little detective, little assault. Like, this is big stuff here. She went on the radio. I'm not making this up. I didn't know this. When we went to court, because it would have changed. It would have changed everything. But now I know. Debbie Carleton, Cheryl Smith, you are fraudsters. You are liars, and you do not deserve empathy from the people of New Brunswick or Nova Scotia. Debbie Carleton, you need to be investigated by your peers, by your RCMP fellow officers, because you are a liar and a fraudster. The hypocrisy is at that level. It has grown to the point where no one cares. They're all just doing your job. I just work here. Well, you know what? I've had enough. And I'm speaking out, and I'm calling them out. Debbie Carleton, Cheryl Smith, if I'm lying, come and get me.
Thank you.
Wow, thank you. Thank you, folks, for tuning in. I'll have to cut the live feed now. My data is probably just about to run out. Hopefully it already hasn't.
Is there anybody else?
Thank you. Leave your thoughts and comments, and visit us, please, nationalcitizensalliance.ca.